Good day. Happy Friday. It's a beautiful day today. Welcome to my weight loss journey on day 25 today. It was snowing here earlier, and I was kind of hoping maybe to come out while it was snowing because it was very beautiful out here. So, feeling under the weather a little bit today. Real stuffed up in my sinuses a bit today. And I'm going to keep pushing through it because I feel that I can, and staying consistent with reaching my goals. So yesterday I did go for 3 laps. It was so nice out yesterday and I felt the energy, and I ended up pushing myself to do 3 laps. And it's funny because on day 1 I could only do 1 and it took me 20 minutes, and now it basically takes me 14 minutes to do 1, and pushing myself to basically, it must have been around 45 minutes yesterday in pushing myself. So guess I'll share where I'm at today in this moment. And it's something, again, if you're new and you're watching, I'm sharing my weight loss journey from 383. Second time doing it in my life after being a bodybuilder for 18 years and being lean at 280, 6'6", and was diagnosed with severe lung disease with only 30% muscle use 3.5 years ago. And was told it was permanent. And I'm improving and getting better by pushing myself to overcome my challenge and my obstacle in my life. Now, I do have to watch the ground. It does look pretty icy out here actually today, so hopefully I don't slip as I'm walking and talking. But it's really, in my life today, it moves through me, the feeling of being consistent over all things. It's being consistent and doing the actions that are going to reach me, or it's going to reach for myself into that best version I wish to become by doing with what's in my control. And it feels good being consistent and seeing the changes in my body. One of the things that I seen this morning actually from fasting and doing what was 18 hours and now doing a 20-hour fast each day, my skin, these dry spots I have on my skin, a couple on my hand and on my elbow, they're clearing up. And I noticed it before when I was sticking to fasting, and then of course not eating a lot of carbs and sugars and like getting myself away from that. My skin has gotten better. So I noticed that before, and it's happening again now. So that's pretty cool to see, always constantly rubbing cream on. And I've been rubbing cream on these spots for my second girlfriend when I was 25, and she'd be like, why do you keep doing that? I had a couple dry spots on my hand, and I've always been doing it my whole life. So I mean, what I'm aligning to, just from witnessing my own body and doing what I'm doing, I can see the foods that we put in our body. If our body is reacting to it negatively, we're gonna see the symptoms of that. And for me, it's definitely good day. Not everyone's in a chipper mood today. You can say good day, but they just keep a straight face. But we never know truly what someone's living through, right? When when you tell them to have a good day and there's not even an emotion coming from them. So I typically in that moment, like right now, it's just through the intention, sending love to them, to help them move past whatever's holding them in that space. That's all we can do. And there is power in it, believe me. So I really was unsure what I was going to speak about today, because I was laying in meditation with the light moving through me to assist as I go into that space every day. And I was like, what am I going to talk about today? And I didn't really have anything aligned with me today. So I'm like, you know what, I'll ramble on for those of you that want to just join me for this walk today. I'm feeling it's more of like just a peaceful day in presence with not much thought. Being in nature is nice. I guess that leads me into a part I can speak on about being in peace, living in peace. For most of you, if you're new and you haven't been watching my journey for the last 8 years that I've been sharing about my life and my growth in all these different ways, and mainly to the eternal truth, to what is and to who we are, and the light that's within all of us. I used to have severe ADHD, and when I was diagnosed at the age of 33, my whole life made sense for the struggle that I had, and always people saying, focus, Jeff, focus. Even, as a little boy, being 7 or 8, because I'd be lost in my mind thinking all the time. And then my whole life of the trauma that was carried from my childhood into adulthood and the overactive thinking, I was always in the space thinking the worst, because that's what I knew on a deep level for myself as a young boy and growing. That's what I lived in, thinking. All those times trying to leave here as a young boy and as a young man to adulthood, doing those actions. It was the being stuck in my mind, thinking and thinking and thinking, being stuck, living in that. It was a cage in my life. I felt like I was in a cage of just suffering. And it wasn't until I started on learning how to meditate, which was near impossible, and I thought, there's no way I can do this, to not think. There was no way I could do it. I'm actually gonna take a walkway. If you heard me curse yesterday, swearing at people driving fast by me with water, I usually walk down there, but I'm gonna walk through the complex and walk back around that way. But what I started doing, the suffering and the thinking was so bad in my mind that I started listening to guided meditations. And every time I'd start to think, I would catch it and come back to listening to what they were saying. And I practiced it and did it so much that eventually, and through other practices that I teach, that got me into a space where I don't think in my mind anymore. And I just live within peace in my mind. And now when I'm in my mind thinking, it's odd for me, and I don't like it. Unless we go back to a moment of time that's of joy, and I bring myself back to that space, but it's intentional. I'm not lost in my thinking. And I live my life today in presence. Not thinking, but just being in this moment. Even sharing as I'm walking and talking with you. I'm just speaking in this moment of what I'm aligning to right now in this moment. And I don't get stuck in a thinking mind. I don't get stuck where thoughts come in and I stay stirring in my mind, lost in that. I don't live in that space anymore. And where am I, guys? I'm kind of lost in my own complex here. Hold on a sec here. How did I get lost in my own complex? Oh, okay, I know where I am now. I'm one whole block over, kind of. But yeah, to live in my life where I'm not lost, thinking and stuck in thinking. Oh man, I wish it for everyone. If a person gets stuck in thinking and creating stories, and that's what the thinking mind does. It creates stories of what we don't know, and then we project it. And most time, we're not even right, but we get lost in that. We get lost even in life. We get lost in life through created stories we create in our mind, and then we feel like, oh, that's right, and then we believe it, and it's not even true. Especially for the point on negative things towards ourselves and negative things towards others. And it's a very lonely place when we get lost in that playground within ourselves. So I guess a message for me today is that you can overcome it. I did when it was extreme and severe in my life. And don't allow limiting thoughts and beliefs. I know you may have heard it before, but I'm truly living it in my life today. Don't allow them, and tell them it's not true. When you have thoughts that hold you back in your life to that best version you wish to become. So I just did one lap, 13 minutes, but I did cut around a little bit. I shaved a little bit of time off that there, but not much. And I am going to go for a lap 2 now. So I thank you for those who joined me for a walk today. Thank you for the support and blessings towards me and to each of you right now in this moment. And all those who support me and help me, please accept all the blessings from me to you in this moment for your life and overcoming any challenge that you may be facing, and that you too can rise up from your challenges. So it's +1 today. Feels good. I feel good. So thank you for joining me. Have a great day.